Hello and welcome to Better Than B, where we hope to provide you with A-list entertainment and commentary. I am James Armstrong, and to my right is...
I am James Waddington.
All right. All James episode today.
Yep, we're down our lackey. He's not a lackey. He's an equal part of the show.
Yeah. Poor Sean's just off on the outer rim.
Yep, he's out and about.
Okay.
Oot in a boot.
There you go. Diving right into our show today, this is probably going to be maybe a little spoilery. Do you want to do spoilers?
Yeah,
for
we
this
can talk
one?
spoilers.
Yeah, we can talk a little spoilers.
A little spoiler about Baby Driver. We've both seen it.
You've seen the movie
I
at
have.
long last? What do you think?
I was like, I want to go see a movie. I have a day off. Do I want to go see Spider-Man or do I want to go see Baby Driver? I'm going to go see Baby Driver. I think because your recommendation from last week and all the good press it's gotten, Spider-Man will be around for a while. Let's take out the indie film. Well, not really an indie film. It's Edgar Wright, so lesser known films. Put that way.
Original content.
Original film. It's a very original film. So yeah, Baby Driver. I didn't know quite what I was expecting when I was going to watch this movie. I knew it was going to be a Edgar Wright film. I know it was going to be in the vein of, let's say, Shaun of the Dead. That type of feel, because that's a very good movie as well. And he did that one. He did that whole series. And what I got was something completely different, which I was not expecting. I was expecting maybe more of a comedic edge, and there's comedy in this movie. It does have comedic overtones, not overtones, comedic tones in some of the bits that are in the movie. But can we just talk about the soundtrack of this film? Oh my God! It starts out boom with the bank robbery, and you get this killer song. Immediately, you're like, I can see this movie. And then as the film progresses, every mood has a new song. There's like 40 songs on this soundtrack. It's ridiculous. From beginning to end, though, solid film. It did dip a little bit in the second act, like most films do, but it finished strong. So I absolutely love the film. It has tons of rewatchability for me. The product placements in it, like with the Dodge Challenger, wasn't overly abrupt, so it fit the tone of the movie because it filmed in Atlanta, so I wasn't surprised. And everything had a nice red tone. And there's if you follow football, major sports teams, they're the Atlanta Falcons, and their main colors are red and black. So.
The guys who blew it in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, to the Patriots, those stinking bastards. Anyway, it's a good movie.
I agree. Yeah, like if I had I didn't want to complain about anything about the movie. It was just one of those good experiences. Like, no, I enjoyed it. I'm not going to complain too much. I guess if I had to, though, I don't know, maybe the scenes where Baby was dancing around his apartment, I
love those scenes.
Yeah, like you mentioned that before the show. Like, the opening sequence where he's dancing, it's beautifully choreographed. I love how song lyrics show up in his environment, like on the terrain. Still, I don't know. I kind of got tired of him bumping into people as he was walking throughout the movie. I know he has a hearing problem, but I don't know, just little stuff like that. That's me really trying to nitpick, and I really hate nitpicking. So
what a bastard.
I know. Yeah, I know. I do hate myself sometimes, but no, great movie. If there is any rule to live by in life, it is kids do not fuck with John Hamm.
Yeah. So in the film, we get to see the opening singers. We see John Hamm. We see his squeeze. We see Baby as the driver, and we see
John Bernthal, who's the Punisher.
Yeah, we see him as the opening sequence baddies, and then after that, you see. Although Baby is his kick-ass driver, he's still the lackey, he's still the coffee boy. So you see him get coffee for the crew, he comes back, and we get a little introduction on the baddies. But they switch crews every job they do. But the only consistent person is Kevin Spacey, the planner, and Baby the driver, which it makes sense. This kid can drive in this movie. Oh my God. It makes me happy I have a manual because I'm like, I can't do that, but I want to do that. He's an amazing driver. All those scenes were shot with like one shot. They weren't. I don't know if they were one shot, but they were. They weren't used and they weren't digitally recreated. They were actually done as practical effects, which is fantastic. Because if you see those films, you're like, "Oh my God, someone's gonna die," but they don't. It's a good film.
And yeah, like perfect use of soundtrack. I mean, we haven't seen someone mold movie and soundtrack this well since like Quentin Tarantino.
Not true. Guardians.
Oh, damn. Yeah, good call. Okay, Edgar Wright, James Gunn, Quentin Tarantino, you guys know how to work with music in movies.
They really do. And Suicide Squad had its moments, but most of that movie was terrible. So that does not It does not deserve it.
Biting my tongue.
I don't know why it won an Oscar.
That's
but it won an
Oscar
Oscar.
winning. Yeah, I was gonna say that's Oscar-winning
Oscar-winning.
Suicide
It's like,
Squad you're talking about there.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Hey,
Anyway,
Killer
so
Croc looked great. The makeup
I
looked great.
know, stupid.
Just let it go.
But getting back to Baby Driver, we meet the baddies. John Hamm, fantastic in this whole movie. Throughout the entire movie, I was impressed with his performance.
And that Queen song at the end that got played twice.
Is that wasn't Bohemian Rhapsody? Yeah,
No. Oh, I should have written it down. But no, like they have that really tender scene. Well, I guess as tender as you can be, but with Baby and John Hamm's character, where they're talking about how much they love Queen, and they're like rocking out to that song on.
Was that Killer Queen?
On Baby's.
I think it was Killer Queen.
I don't. It was a live version of some song, and I think it has Killer in the title, but I don't think it's Killer Queen.
Anyway.
Yeah, but then he brings it back at the end, and I don't want to spoil too much, but
No, it's spoiler talk.
I know, but still, it's like I'm just I
You can talk about it. I'll put the spoiler thing up.
Okay.
That's
What was
fine.
I say? So shit goes down, and John Hamm is going after Baby, and he shows up and he starts playing that one song as he's confronting him in a parking garage.
Yeah.
And as soon as you hear it rolling, you think shit just got real.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So because it's a spoiler talk, I'm just gonna get right into it.
Just do it.
So we meet the first group of baddies. And you're like, okay, well, these are just guys who are doing a job to make money. No harm, no foul there. And you get a new crew. So you stay consistent, and then you realize that Baby gets stiffed every job because he has to pay back his debt. Fair enough, but he still makes $10 grand per job.
Yeah.
That's a ton of money for a kid, especially if you're doing more than one job a month, right? I don't know. I don't know what the rent is in Atlanta, but it's probably less than that. But the second job you get to see them do, you meet Jamie Foxx's character, Bats. Now, Jamie Foxx is one hell of an actor.
Oh, hell yeah.
I will give him
I love
credit.
the guy.
Yeah, he's an amazing actor. The first time I saw him on screen, I'm like, this is the dude who's going to fuck it all up. And he's the one who fucked it all up. He is the Joker in The Dark Knight in this film. So anything that goes wrong is because he created it and he wanted it to go wrong.
Yeah. He gave us the best portrayal of a big screen asshole who you want to see bad things happen to since Matt Damon in The Departed.
Fair point.
Yeah.
I immediately identified him as the Joker.
Yeah.
As Heath Ledger's Joker. Only with more chaotic tendencies and less manic depressive.
Joker at least knew how to stick to the plan.
Yeah, exactly. So you have Bats. You have Bats who comes in to do this job with Flea from the Chili Peppers. He was in it. He was the not the Asian guy, but the other guy. That was Flea.
The guy was no nose.
Yeah, that was Flea from Chili Peppers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He's in it, and then they do a job. The job goes south, but they pull it off. And then you realize, I hope they don't bring Jamie Foxx's character back. And then the third job arrives, and as soon as they bring the Bats back in with the first crew, then you get John Hamm. So you get John Hamm, you get Jamie Foxx, and then you get
Darling.
Darling, whatever.
John Hamm's lady.
Yeah, exactly.
She's an up-and-coming actress.
She was good too.
Yeah.
I liked her in the film too.
Yeah.
She was hot as hell. Pretty much all the females in this movie were gorgeous. But you realize you're mixing the old with the new. This ain't gonna end well. And to throw everything together and to throw a wrench in it, now you have to worry about the love interest of the movie for Baby. So Baby is, as we figured out in the movie, he has tinnitus. Tinnitus, if you don't know what tinnitus is, you get a constant ringing in your ears just from loud banging, loud sounds. A lot of people from the military have it.
Isn't that what Archer has?
Yes, he has tinnitus.
Lana!
What? Danger zone! So you realize he has tinnitus, and he does drown out that ringing in his ears, and it's usually a high-pitched A, if no one knows it. It usually isn't. It's usually a high-pitched A. So he has music to drown it out, and the music he picks throughout the entire film is fantastic. And I was watching an interview with them today, with Edgar Wright and Ansel Elgort about the movie, and they said the reason Baby has such a diverse playlist is because every job required him to steal a car. He always stole the iPod out of the car and kept it.
Oh, okay.
That's why he has so many iPods.
Did they? Okay.
They don't explain that.
I was gonna say I don't recall that being in the movie. That's pretty cool.
Now you know. The more you know, G.I. Joe. But yeah, you throw that in there, and then
Now I want to watch it for a second time and kind of pick up on that.
there's a whole rack of iPods in the movie. I don't know if you see it. Yeah, you see it all on the stereo, like a whole 12, 13 of them, 14 of them, 20 of them. There's a bunch of them.
So, I want to rewatch it and see if I can see him stealing a iPod.
I don't think you'll see it, but I think that'll.
It's only referenced, not shown. Okay.
No, it's only referenced in the interview. Like that's someone asked like why Baby had the pink iPod. It's like because it was in a car that he stole.
He's got tapes too.
He makes the tapes.
Yes.
So anyway, the movie ends on a very dramatic scale. We see the baddie get killed. We see Jamie Foxx. The way Jamie Foxx dies was so fitting. So they're doing this last job. They're getting.
I was so happy when he died.
Yeah, they're doing this last job. They're at the post office, and then all of a sudden he had enough of being talked down to by bats, and he just floors it into this work truck that had rebar on it, and just impales Jamie Foxx. I've never been so happy to see someone die in film who deserved it.
Been a while.
The only thing I can think of is
again, I would reference Matt Damon in The Departed.
Yeah, sure. I get that as well, but my brain immediately went to Tucker and Dale versus Evil, where you get the chamomile tea guy getting beaten at the end of the movie. Like, that dude deserved to die a long time ago. You didn't feel bad when he died. I felt the same way about this. Like, he needed to go a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
But in all of this chaos, John Hamm's Squeeze gets shot and killed by the police. And he goes on it. He goes ape shit and kills all the cops.
Do not fuck with John Hamm.
Yeah, and she warns Bats like, you don't want to fuck with this guy when he's mad. He will destroy. And you're like, yeah. No, he will destroy everything. And so the last third of the movie goes through, and then we get the parking garage scene, which was intense.
What do you think of Kevin Spacey going from kind of bad guy to?
I never pegged him. I never pegged him as a full-on bad guy. I pictured him more as, as much as I want to say bad guys. Yeah, a mob boss is a bad guy. There's a reason usually that they're friendly, right?
Like, he's a doctor who does crime on the side.
Right, exactly. So, he's like from what was that movie, TV show about drugs?
The Wire?
No. Yes, but it was about
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. So he had the school teacher who did drugs.
Yeah.
Now this is a doctor who does some crime. So I kind of feel like he's not a bad guy. He just has a weird taste of adventure.
Yeah, it's kind of like he was looking for a challenge.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
he didn't need the money. He just liked doing it.
I liked how he died in the end. It was very fitting. He was trying to save Baby.
Yeah.
Which was fitting because he didn't want to do that. That was not his goal. His goal was to get the F out and move on. But the ending was fantastic. The way they executed I guess the justice that John Hamm gives Baby at the end was cruel and punishing in the right way. And the girl lives. So Baby lives and the girl lives. Lily James lives. So Deborah. Her name's Deborah in the film. Or Debbie. It ended exactly how
she also had a good song from T-Rex, Deborah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So everything about that movie just hit all the right notes for me. It hit all the perfect film for me. I hope it does. I hope it gets recognition at the Oscars because if anything, it'd be good for like
best original screenplay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was what I wanted to see in a theater because I've been seeing big blockbusters lately. Wonder Woman was the last big one I saw, and then this one I was blown away.
Yeah. Movies are like a healthy diet. You gotta not just watch one genre or one type of film, like blockbusters or comedies. You gotta watch a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
and this was a welcome relief.
It was. If you haven't seen Baby Driver, go check it out. I have a feeling that they're gonna pull it from theaters soon. When I went to go see it at the Alamo, it was a matinee showing. They did have it at the smaller auditorium at Alamo Lake Creek, but it wasn't even like a third full. But it was a matinee. It was like at 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I hope it stays in theater.
Most people work during the day.
I got a weird schedule where I don't have to work on 3 days, two work days or weekdays. So I get to go see movies during those times. But
cool.
Great effing movie. Loved it. Loved it.
And good ending too. I was I like how they didn't do the typical
scene. The court scene was good.
They didn't do the typical right off into the sunset kind of
tried.
kind of ending.
They tried
to, but it was a fake out, and I'm like, okay, this is nice because he gets caught and he does jail time. Crime doesn't pay.
But I like the court scene because everyone said he was a good kid with a good heart. He just got a bad deal.
Yeah, they were standing up for him. Yeah.
Yeah, when he stole that pink caddy or that purple caddy, and he gave the purse back, and that lady was like, "What the fuck?" She testified. She's like, "He gave him my purse back. He seems like a good kid."
Yeah.
Fair enough too.
Yeah.
So, everything about that movie was fantastic. It makes me want to go out and buy a really fast car and just drive it crazy, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
But any thoughts on it as well?
No, good movie all around. I'm in kind of the same boat. I need to catch it before it starts dropping off from theaters because I want to see it a second time just to just,
I hear it's even better the second time.
Oh yeah. I definitely want to watch it again without all the first time experience.
That's also why
stuff
Baby
out of the way.
Baby also has all those sunglasses because he takes the sunglasses out of the car so he steals as well. Yeah, that was also in the interview. That's what Edgar was like. Oh, he has all the iPods and the sunglasses.
I'm glad they explained that because
that one scene with the guy takes the sunglasses, he pulls out another one, and then another one. I hit my microphone, but whatever. That was so good.
I hit mine too.
That to me was the perfect way you could execute because he's a teenager. Or he's early 20s. He's gonna have some sass, right? Yeah. But again, getting back to it real fast. When you pissed him off, he was not afraid to go the distance.
Oh yeah.
So that to me was exciting. He put it off for as long as he could. But he knew he could do it, but he just never did it until he was forced. Yeah. Someone forced his hand to do what he had to do.
The John Bernthal character has that line where he says, "One of these days, baby, you're gonna have to get blood on your hands."
Yeah, he just kind of shrugged it off, and you kind of feel the same way at the time. You're like, yeah whatever.
And I thought that when Baby pulls a gun on someone for the first time and shoots. That
was John Hamm.
Yeah. For John Hamm, I thought they were gonna make this drawn out epic decision. No, it's just.
But he shot him in the shoulder. He didn't shoot him. The shoulder or the leg.
Should have aimed a little lower or higher.
He's a good kid. He doesn't want to kill you. He'll maim you. He'll make you think twice about it, but he won't kill you. He's not a bad guy. He just.
But you don't fuck with John Hamm.
Apparently, you don't fuck with John Hamm, and
don't fuck with John Hamm.
Baby Driver. You don't fuck with John Hamm.
I would make that the subtitle.
That's gotta be the subtitle for the movie. But, that's our spoiler talk for Baby Driver. If you've watching this and you haven't seen Baby Driver, oh well, go see it.
Yeah, hurry up.
Got anything else?
Well, moving on to our second topic, to a movie also starring Lily James. Co-starring. We have Darkest Hour, the trailer for which just came out today.
Yeah, you made me watch it before we started the show.
I had to. I've already watched this trailer several times today, and I still get goosebumps rewatching it. And it's Darkest Hour has Gary Oldman playing Winston Churchill.
You can't even tell it's
He does
Gary
not
Oldman.
Look like Gary Oldman. He is Winston Churchill.
Yeah,
they say that in the trailer, like they're introducing all the clips and everything, and it says Gary Oldman is Winston Churchill.
And you're like, that's not Gary Oldman.
They mean it.
That's they just brought Winston Churchill back from the dead. That's just how they did it.
Yeah.
I thought it was fantastic. I do think it's a little odd that we're getting Dunkirk.
Yes.
And then we're getting this film.
Thank you for mentioning that.
Which is kind of interesting to me because they both kind of tell a very similar tale. You have the German or you have the British army who's in trouble, and of course that is also the time when Winston Churchill the British citizens came to the rescue of the British army and got them out.
Yeah, it's like
and I don't know if that's what they're referring to in this.
I think so.
I would see Dunkirk was interesting because they were forced on a beach basically. The way this looked like it was somewhere else. I don't know what battle they're going to reference in this one. I hope it is not Dunkirk.
I think it's going to be Dunkirk on up into the Battle of Britain because there was a lot of London on fire in this one.
Yeah, well, the battle, the Blitz, I could see that being a big part of it. But I don't see. I'm about with Sean was here. He could tell us what the timeline is, particularly when Dunkirk, the actual battle happened, versus when Churchill came on board.
Well, I know that Chamberlain was still prime minister when the war began and Germany invaded Poland. And I think that he resigned because the war started on his watch after he kept promising peace. And I think that's when Churchill came in.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But I have to look it up. The actual year that the Battle of Dunkirk happened versus this particular.
I would say incident. It was 1940, early 1940.
So when did Churchill come into power?
I think it was. I think it was around that time, early 1940.
Okay. See, I'm kind of weird about it because we have Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk coming out September.
Oh no, it's a few weeks from now actually. It's
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like but like if
So we
if,
have a late summer World War II movie, and
Yeah.
we have a Christmas World War II movie.
yeah.
I don't get me wrong. I watch
yeah.
all the World War II films.
Yeah.
But if we're getting, it's kind of like when they do similar films from different directors at different times. You're like,
Yeah.
we just had this film.
Yeah, this kind of feels like Dunkirk is part one, and then
This
like,
one's
and you
part
get
two.
the point of view of the soldiers on the field, and then
From
this one
Dunkirk,
is
yeah.
the view of the politicians and the government officials. Yeah,
I which I would not be opposed to, but it's weird timing. If I seriously hope it is a different battle, but if it's not, maybe it'll be from the perspective of the political argument.
It'll be more comprehensive. I'm
called
sure.
The Darkest Hour. So
Yeah. That's true. But like I said, I think it goes past Dunkirk on until again the Blitz and the. I wonder how long it'll go. Will it be just that one period of Churchill taking over, or will they do the whole war? I don't know.
I wouldn't be opposed if they did the whole war, because you could see Churchill. He was never a small guy, but you could see him progress into the really big guy that he was at the end.
And fun fact for you, the actor who plays King George is Ben Mendelsohn, who was Orson Krennic in Rogue One.
He's also a very good actor.
Yes. Was also great in Dark Knight Rises.
It was Ben Mendelsohn, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ben Mendelsohn?
Yeah.
Did I get his name right?
Yeah, I think
good.
so.
Okay, good.
I think he was one of the ones that they interviewed for Rogue One, and he had a fifth of vodka with him. Yeah, I think that's
nice.
him. Yeah, so I was taking sips of vodka the entire time of the interview. I was like,
hell yeah.
Rock on, man.
I want to hang out with that guy.
I know. Ben Mendelsohn would be great to...
And he's an Australian actor, I believe. And I know he was interviewed for the documentary that came out this year, which I need to watch. It had a short run in theaters. And
he was also in Doctor Strange, right? That was Ben Mendelsohn as the protagonist? Was that Ben Mendelsohn?
The lead actor?
Not Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, I was going to say, which... I don't think so.
I'll have to look it up. Or you can comment. Tell how wrong I am.
Yeah, I don't know which character you're talking about.
The bad guy and
Oh no. No, that wasn't Krennic. That was Galen or so.
Galen or so.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I get them confused because they're both in Rogue One and they have both weird names.
And they were good friends.
And they were good friends. So
yeah,
I get their actual names confused because again they were in Rogue One.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah,
that's the guy who had the vodka. That's the guy who had the vodka. So again, I got that wrong, but at least I corrected myself.
I want to hang out with both those guys though.
At the same time.
Yeah, I know. No, but the cool thing about Ben Mendelsohn is he was interviewed for this documentary that the Spike channel did on Heath Ledger this year called I Am Heath Ledger, and it got a brief theatrical run. Some coworkers of mine saw it and great reviews for it, but
nice.
And then it was going to air on Spike. I got to watch it when it's available for rent or digital download because got to honor an actor who was taken from us way too soon.
Yeah, Heath Ledger was. It's funny, growing up. I was in middle school when The Knight's Tale came out, I think.
Sounds right.
And I think that obviously you were too because we're in the graduate same year. But all the girls were all about Heath Ledger and The Knight's Tale, and I wanted nothing to do with that kid. I was like,
Knight's Tale, 10 Things I Hate About You.
He was on all the chick flicks, right?
The Patriot.
The Patriot was good though.
Yeah.
I liked The Patriot. That was good. It was a very violent movie.
Yes.
Anyway, so I had nothing to do with this kid, and then. When they cast him as the Joker, I was like, how's that going to work? How's Pretty Boy going to work? And as we can know, it worked very well. Very well. So from that moment on, I stopped second guessing people's opinions, like why they chose him to cast certain actors. Although sometimes I am right. I'm like, that was a terrible choice. But for the most part, they are correct when they choose these actors for these roles.
And
they're not cast types, so that's good.
And with this movie, my God, Gary Oldman is Winston Churchill.
Yeah, sure enough, man. I when you look at Gary Oldman, I think him from Batman. As
he is Commissioner Gordon.
He is Commissioner Gordon. He was also in Harry Potter.
Yes.
So I think of that, but he looked nothing like that. Because I can see Gary Oldman as a Gary without makeup in Harry Potter. I can see that, and I can see him as Gordon because he's not really make-upped.
Yeah.
But this, I'm like, if they didn't tell me who was playing, or you didn't tell me, I would have never known.
I should have tried that. I should have said, hey, I watched this trailer, and just let me know what you think.
Like, just hear it from the background. Just know that it's Churchill. Who's playing him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was dumbfounded. It looked good.
I just want to go on record saying, just go ahead and give Gary Oldman all the awards.
Yeah, just give him the Oscar now. Why
Everything.
not?
Oscar, Golden Globe.
Oh, the Golden Globe's a joke.
Everything.
Uh,
Just add it to his shelf. Just give him all the awards.
this is my everything award.
Yes, everything.
Just make the 2017 make an award just called 2017. Just give it to Gary Oldman.
Just give it to. Just do it.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'm okay with
like like give him whatever award you get for winning the Kentucky Derby and
what is that award?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
That's a good question.
Speaking of Kentucky Derby, did you see the trailer for Logan Lucky?
Oh, I feel like I saw that somewhere. It could have been in the theater.
Daniel Craig, Adam Driver. Their hillbilly is gonna pull off a heist similar to that of.
Okay, I was thinking of a different movie, but that sounds cool.
It's one of my anticipated upcoming movies. If you have Adam Driver.
I'm gonna write that down.
He's a one-armed.
To Logan Lucky.
Logan Lucky.
Okay.
He's a one-armed guy. I can't remember his partner, his brother, the guy playing his brother, but Daniel Craig's in it as well. They have to get him out of jail.
Yeah.
And they have to pull off a heist. It's going to be written. I don't know if it's written and directed or just written by the guy who did Ocean's 11, 12, and 13.
Okay.
So it's a heist film, but it's a comedy.
Yeah.
And if you ever want to see Daniel Craig with a hillbilly accent, this is your movie.
I'm in.
So it looks hilarious.
The title Logan Lucky makes me think, is there a deleted scene where Logan is walking through a casino and just gambling all the time?
Yeah, that's the kind of a weird thing. It's like you have Logan, which is obviously the Wolverine story with Hugh Jackman, and then you have Logan Lucky, which is nothing like that at all. Yeah. So I look forward to it. It's a weird title. I hope we get the reason for the title. So like Ocean's 11, 12, 13, you understand there's Danny Ocean. So that kind of explains it. And they have a crew of 11. We get that. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get the why it's called Logan Lucky in the movie. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
So is there one more thing?
I'm trying to read my writing. I feel like I had something else I was going to say about Darkest Hour, but can't really make it out. So probably wasn't that important.
I know you want to mention Hickok.
Yeah, it's like just because we mentioned it on the last Better Than B, I did see the movie Hickok, starring Luke Hemsworth, one of the Hemsworth brothers, and yeah, it was a good enough Western. It was kind of weird because I can't find any box office data on this, so this movie has probably made so little money that I'm one of maybe a few hundred people, I feel like, who have seen this nationwide.
Hey, Perry Nemiroff, you're a box office person. Can you look that one up for us? Can you comment? I know you're probably not watching, but if you are, I'll tweet you. Maybe I'll get an answer.
I love you.
It's weird. Comment. I know you're a box office person. Just let us know if you guys over at Collider have heard anything. Let us know because when you mentioned it, I had no idea what you're talking about, and apparently no one else knows what you're talking about.
No one knows what I'm talking about.
So yeah, let us know.
But no, it's. I was due for a Western, and I'm not sure how historically accurate it is, but it was good enough. It was kind of oddly put together. There were some shots that were clearly out of focus. There was one shot of them walking through the town, and there was clearly like dirt on the lens that they didn't notice. So there were a few things that they should have made sure they got the take before they put the film together.
Right.
So I just feel all the more kind of happy that I'm one of the few people who watch this movie and get to just point out these odd little things about it. But no, lead actor did well. I looked up the name of the guy who played John Wesley Hardin.
Do we know who directed this?
I think it was a fella named, I'm probably going to get this wrong, but I'll be somewhat close. Tom Woodruff Jr.?
You got me, man.
Or Tom Woodward Jr.? But like I say, it's a enjoyable Western. Shout out to, probably shouldn't have wrinkled up my notes in frustration before I finished everything. But shout out to Trace Adkins for being a really good bad guy. Like he was menacing. He's got the right voice to be a bad guy too. Yeah, but definitely got me in a Western mood, which I'm going to be in.
I wonder if they'll show it at their art house theaters because we got two now. We've got
I don't know. I feel like this is a movie that they planned to maybe send direct to DVD Blu-ray, and they said, "Screw it, let's just toss it in a few theaters."
They had a distribution. Yeah. Maybe they had a deal with Galaxy.
Maybe because like that was the only theater in town playing it.
Yeah,
as far as I know. But I can't find much mention of it. Like I say, I can find no box office data. I don't think the movie even has a Wikipedia page. It has an IMDb, but there's no Wikipedia.
Huh. And that's weird when there's no Wikipedia.
I know. It's like there's a Wikipedia for everything.
There is. There absolutely is.
But not for Hickok.
That doesn't bode well. I wonder if I don't think it was even screened for critics. If you're a critic and you're watching, let us know.
Like there are reviews of it out there, like Hollywood Reporter and Variety have they have reviews of it. So it's like it was frustrating. I mean, unless I was really messing up, it was frustrating looking up info and not finding any box office data or anything, but knowing that the movie was out there, I saw the damn thing, for crying out loud. And I'm like, does this movie exist?
Were you in any of the time zones?
I don't know.
Were you in like the Twilight Zone watching this movie?
Maybe when I walked into the theater, I like got sent to the year 2018, and it's coming out next year. And
maybe they're doing an early release and a mass release later.
I don't know. They're
seeing how it does in small theaters or small markets, and then I don't know. That's weird.
I don't know. But
I'll find it and check it out. Maybe it'll be one of those VOD things.
Yeah. Like I say, it's a good one to rent.
Oh,
and if you want a good western,
who rents movies?
Hey,
Redbox.
No, or if you live in
Amazon.
If you live in Austin, I'm not one of the most loyal customers because I'm lazy. But well, iHeartVideo or Vulcan Video.
Vulcan's still around?
Oh yeah. Of course,
learn something new every day.
My roommate rents from them all the time. Yeah. They're still there off of North Loop. Highly recommend.
Oh yeah.
Got a good bar right next door.
Yes, they do.
Hmm?
Yeah, I've been in that bar.
Yeah.
I just didn't know they're still around.
Yeah.
I know I love videos over there off of
the airport. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first place I rented a VCR back when I was a little kid.
Y'all were talking about that, renting VCRs.
Yeah. Do you have no knowledge of that?
I guess I was lucky. Mom had one.
Lucky.
Yeah.
We had to rent ours from Blockbuster or I Love Video. Anyway, I think that's all we got.
I think that's all I got.
I think we're out of time anyway.
Yeah.
Want to close this out?
I'll close this out. All right. Thank you for joining us on Better Than B. If you haven't watched the Darkest Hour trailer, you will get chills. And
it's
Gary
good.
and
It's
Gary
very
Oldman
good.
is Winston Churchill. Like, you will watch this trailer, and then you will immediately want to leave to Great Britain to fight some Germans.
And let us know if you think it's the Battle of Dunkirk that they're referencing in the trailer. Just educate us.
I would vote yes.
I have a strong feeling as well.
Here we go. All right. Well, thank you for joining us today. Please like, share, subscribe, or comment. And we will see y'all next week.